Hi. Hi. Good. Hi, I'm Charlie Baker, and welcome to Exploring Gender, a series in which we're going to talk about the grayer sides of the gender spectrum and hopefully answer some of your questions about the trans and non-binary experience. I am not the authority on the trans experience. There's not one. I am, however, the authority on my experience. So my own experience is where most of the knowledge for these videos is going to come from. Well, that and books. So if you have any good book recommendations for me about gender, sexuality, or any of the above, let me know. So what's my goal in all of this? What's my trans agenda, as it were? Gender is always an evolving discussion. At the moment, however, we're reaching a point where our ideas of gender are surpassing our language for gender, and so there's lots of new terms and lots of new concepts for people that aren't necessarily new into the world, but are new to our society or are new to our brains, and so I'm hoping to bridge those connections and those gaps. How? Every dialogue and every discussion has certain rules of engagement, and especially because we are entering a territory where we don't have specific language or a universally accepted language, as it were, I find these rules super important, so I'm going to lay them out for you right now. And they can be encompassed in 2 words: respect, understanding. I, as the maker of these videos, and also as someone who is trans non-binary, understand that a lot of this information is probably new, and a lot of it might be challenging your own ideas and concept of genders, and that might feel a little bit threatening or uneasy. That's okay, because I respect that you're taking an effort to educate yourself, and maybe challenge your own assumptions about gender, your own, other people's, or just the archetypes in general. You, as the person watching these videos, and possibly as someone that identifies more on the cis end of the spectrum, understand that just because my experience and my journey is different from yours doesn't mean that it's invalid, and respect that not all people necessarily fit into your gender archetypes. And while that doesn't mean that you personally have to re-identify yourself or your ideas of your own femininity or masculinity, respect the fact that your archetypes might not fit other people, and that's okay. At the end of the day, just because our cultural ideas and archetypes of gender expression and identification are changing, that doesn't mean that you personally have to change how you identify with yourself. If you are male and identify as such, awesome. If you are female and identify as such, fantastic. I encourage you to take this time then and really explore what that means to you. Gender expression and gender identity are all about what feels honest and what feels correct in yourself. Make yourself your home. Hopefully by answering some of your questions and providing a new narrative can help you build your home, or at least find some of the materials.